To my friend named Ignorance and Arrogance, you, yes you, the one who wasn't even having the conversation. You, the one whose inner darkness vanquishes any essence of the light. For you shall laugh now, find truth, find the true self later, way later. Haha, so funny, am I right? I don't think you understand, for you understand nothing. Forgive me. Perhaps it's my arrogance for even speaking aloud in such stern of tone, whispering seemingly nothingness for all to be known. A gift carved by the cosmos into one's own bones. But you don't even know, not a single inkling of what I have just bestowed. Pure states of conscious meditative hypnosis, times of etheric and lucid dreams, imagination and creations, weaving through the fabric of dimensional space-time, recalling past lives and their unique skill sets, roaming celestial bodies, esoteric worlds and metaphysical realms, astral traveling to and from lands which radiate and communicate from and as the divine, recalling portions of myself whose essence is mine. I am the architect. I am the technological genius, the scribe, the healer, the mystic, for I am all of existence. Joke and poke from your squishy, human-skinned, egotistical cloak, for I surely hope I'm worth such a grand joke. Yet recall, that which you laugh at shall be one's own infinite downfall. However, for the gods, archangels and the stars, the ancients, the masters and the galactics, all choosing in divine free will to commune with I, upon such nights awakening one from one's intellectual and emotional shell, for they desire to commune with I. So why do I waste my time with this Homo sapien guy? For he has no clue, I tell you none. For they believe all of one's information, knowledge, wisdom, and essence comes from YouTube. Yet I can see clearly, I understand the torture of this divine journey. For many believe it's rainbows and sunshine. But what you have yet to discover is it takes a magnificently strong warrior spirit, selected by the ancestors, for they knew you were able to see through it all, the rise and the fall, as a warrior of the divine chosen by the ancient light in which I shine. Yet I hear from the rear a once friendly voice from an old peer. Well, Mike, if it's going so well, then what the hell? You should be in a heavenly space, a heavenly realm, rather than casting such devilish-sounding spells. Haha, yet. Oh my, you haven't even tried, for only the purest of hearts shall truly and divinely shine. As the world we know fades away, a new earth with new leaders shall pave the human way. You see, I talk, yes I do, the divine I'd rather commune with than having a conversation with you. I wish not to be rude, I don't desire to be mean, but it's you and those beliefs that makes the light in me truly gleam. I love it all, the shit, the smack, the kicks from the group talk chat. I fear not, for I know truth. In fact, your reactions are familiar to me, similar to Popeye's spinach, those powerful green leaves. For I have spoken to and been spoken to by the gods, such magnificent energetic frequencies you deny. For the ancients did not lie, rather told the story as seen, felt and understood via their own mind's eye. But here and now in modern times, secrets await for such divine realms. For I am chosen for this task prior to time and space. I was meant to awaken, my life was meant for such destruction, crumbling Michael Evans' humanly constructed foundational waste. And as I built up from the devastating ash and rubble, I discovered a celestial tower, holding a beaming siren like a torch, a lighthouse, inhabiting a truly cosmic rebel. Derived from the stars, radiating from the human cries for any sort of spiritual charge, no compromise. Yet more importantly, the Mother Earth herself too called in accordingly. For now we have arrived. I am here as you, brother, forever you and I. Tier 1 renegade members of the light, poking the system, testing its boundaries, understanding these insertions of mine as literature and media question about me, we and thee. You live in a realm you cannot comprehend, for the human vessel has been left too long on the back end. For you must nourish your gifts in which you unlock, spreading them to all of humanity over generations, removing the ancestral rot, only to discovering a real, true honeypot. Hiding from within, unaware of what cosmic codes lie within the DNA of one's skin. For I, an old soul, and you, my friend, have yet to pose a single conscious question as a whole. For you ask, how do I know? Well, simply put, just look at me, bro. In all my remembrance, for I've taken a countless of lives as the arrogant innocence, as the one whom just casually follows the tribe, leading them to the unknown, wherever the others may reside. For the truth of the matter is, one has placed their true soul essence into the grace of what others decide. And yet I don't bother. I simply wish one would learn to love their cosmic brother. For the ones around act, view, and treat him as if he were the descendant of a Heyoka, the sacred white buffalo, a ceremonial esoteric clown in Native American spiritual culture. As if this is the story they believe, with not a shimmer nor a shake from this sturdy tree, nor a quiver of its oak leaves. For beyond rationality, as a perfect display of human hospitality, why can one not simply see creation from the creator within? Ignore the information and merely view one's cosmic artisan. For my buddy whom writes songs as the lovely expression he has for his mum. Likes, shares, and hands in the air. Yet for the one whom remains over there, exuding the same emotional strain as the one in the vocals chair. However, yet his truth hits too deep, posing questions which are busting the emotionally and intellectually weak. For to be the one against the grain in a society whose moral and social values have clearly gone insane. Yet they too derived by such a society, not thinking for themselves, not able to see beyond me. It's crazy how deep the human condition truly is in the ego's full protective permission. Pains stemming from both the personal and the collective, providing a more in-depth on the reality of one's perspective. They think I'm weak for what I've been through or what I've caused. All the while the angels roaring in a magnificent applause. For once you awake, you too, for I have the wisdom and therefore I hold the power. Now hurry, let's chase these fucking leprechauns and get this pot of gold.
Quick, grab the fat one.
Shit, they're getting away.
Fast little fuckers, huh?
Hey guys.
What, Mike? We're trying to get the pieces of gold.
Yeah,
So Timmy the Chon, you know the only one leprechaun not running away, sitting peacefully with a big-ass pot of gold crushing his lap?
What about it, Mike?
we're busy. Can't you see the coins?
They replied. Yet knowing he had what they all were currently fighting and scrimmaging over, and even more so, in amounts they won't be able to fathom. Yet Mike knew what he had. He knew they would listen at this time. And so he spoke.
Yeah, he asked how I was doing. I said good. I said, how are you? What's your name? How's your day?
He replied with a large gingery grin.
I'm Timmy the Chon, and you're the first one to ask me that today.
He then stood up, stating honorably,
Out of all these humans running around like chickens with their heads cut off, you remain content? Why is that?
Well, I guess I like to indulge in the real moment, the very energy of the right here and right now. I guess that's when you catch the things that others miss.
Oh my, young man, this belongs to you. Here you go.
And, yeah, that's how one is graced this divine golden abundance, simply by asking, seeking, and finding.
Mike, unknown to the rest of the Carriage Hills crew, with all of that time, effort, and energy to attract that which he now had, but merely for a moment, for he simply released his own divine birthright back, out and into the world, as the earth and humanity lived and progressed in peace, harmony, and balance.